Ejo nyamiye, oye pa. Ejo nyamiye, oye papa.
Papa de Martin, say yes, you yoto ampa. Ejo nyamiye, ampa. Asen Papa de Martin, Asen Papa de Martin, say yes, you yoto ampa. Ejo nyamiye, ampa.
Adda Sonkuma Adda JSS, my primary. Like the pure or your payment work in a good traditional area. But there's so many taking up a cut. No, I done the Yemina Mahan. Paying your horse over Kenya, which no what's all by. Yeah, I beg you, piano, someone sour soup. In your own cream, see a bird, mamma, and be a bit of thoughts in a man. Then Shani had ya a school for a good friend. More English young corporate job, 9 minutes. He had some more use to see. Amen.
Actually, we need a better driver to drive us to our destination. So this time we are looking at somebody who is even a past student here. He was here right from 1987 to 1990. He completed here and went to OLS Secondary Technical School and went to St. John Bosco's Training College. After completing, he still further on to University for Development Studies and had his Bachelor of Science degree, and currently is a city supervisor for Manyoro. Let's give a hand of applause so that we can say Conrad Maibase to lead us in this particular program so that he can chair the program well to a successful end. Thank you so much.
Thank you for saying those kind words of me. Well, I'm a past student and today is a good day. But once you are there, I would like to allow you to continue with the program. When necessary, I will come in. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
First of all, start by introducing the Director for Impact Next Generation, Dr. Teofilo Boafo. Please, let's do it. Doctor, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay. So, you obviously introduced me, Dr. Theophilus Boafere. My background is investment banking, that's the job that I do. And my other colleague is Mr. Kobna Amokwata Hudson. I've known him since the age of 11 years old because we were all at Achimota Secondary School. So over the last 40 years, the bond, we've kept a bond of friendship, is still very strong. And he's our main donor for the charity work that we do. Because he believes passionately giving back to the community and also education. And the young lady on my far left is my sister. She's Dr. Melanie Water. She's a medical doctor and she's cancer medicine. She's also a product of so we are all here today. Ibrahim. He's the boss of rural technology. He's the one who is helping us with good quality.
Thank you very much. Then we also have the chief of Navrongo traditional area. We have Pe, Dennis, Aniako, Balenia, Adda. So let's welcome. We also have a representative of the Asnan and Kana Municipal, representative director. So we also have a representative.
Mercy.
Okay. Then we also have in our midst, the SEC chairman, Reverend Bruce Esando. Our then we also have in our midst our CISO for Navrongo Central, Mr. Sefas Akorwo Adda. We also have the headmaster of Adda Junior High, Mr. Eric Kabui.
We are so grateful today. Actually, when visitors like this, dignitaries like this to come to your house, we have the owner of the house, the one who represents the house, so that he welcome all the big people here properly. Because I say, even though I have to say welcome temporarily, but somebody will come and welcome you, and then we can now be able to move on. So let's welcome my head teacher of the school, so that he can give us his welcome address. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. I have the great honor to, in fact, all along we have been yearning for this day, and God so being good, today is a day for us. So I stand on behalf of the entire school community to welcome our donors who are here to help us. Mr. Chairman, the noble pew and elders, the representative of our municipal director of education, the director of Impact Next Generation, colleague heads around, the staff and students of Adda Junior High School, all students and parents, all students of Adda Junior High present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the school management committee and staff of Adda Junior High School, I wish to welcome all of you to the school for this important program. I am indeed glad to have you here today as we receive the donation of furniture to support teaching and learning in Adda Junior High School. Mr. Chairman, the donation of the furniture to Adda Junior High School is timely for a number of reasons. The African Children's Charter recognizes the right of education for all children. and call upon state parties to ensure the fulfillment of this right. Education, therefore, is a tool of empowerment for children irrespective of their sex and background, enabling them to achieve their maximum potentials and enhancing their capacity to benefit from other entitlements that promote their well-being. Unfortunately, several factors have played a role in denying some children in Adda Junior High School they require comfort and protection in enjoying their right to education during school hours. Since the school was established in 1964, no major renovation has been done, exposing the students to the dangers of dilapidated building during contact hours. There is also inadequate furniture for the students to sit comfortably on and learn during contact hours. Out of a total population of 58 students, 18 have not access to furniture. As a result, 3 students are compelled to share one desk, which is very discomforting. In fact, conducting class tests and examination becomes difficult in this kind of sitting arrangements. Mr. Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is in line with these challenges faced by the students and teachers of the school that the school authorities reach out to Impact Next Generation, a non-governmental organization, for support. I am glad to add that our appeal for support was well responded to by the production of 10 dual desks, fully funded by the organization. The school authorities wish to use this opportunity to express our profound gratitude to Impact Next Generation for the support. The provision of the furniture will go a long way to improve teaching and learning in the school. I want to assure Impact Next Generation and all stakeholders here that the furniture will be put to good use and maintained well for the next generation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this opportunity to still appeal to Impact Next Generation and other benevolent organizations to help renovate the school and connect it to electricity. The school, which is one of the oldest in Navrongo, has produced prominent people like former Member of Parliament for Navrongo Central, Honorable Joseph Kofi Adda of blessed memory, Dr. Sylvester Anemana, Professor Paul Aladede, just to mention a few. As you can all see, the school has no access to electricity and students cannot learn ICT effectively without electricity to practice with computers. Finally, I wish to conclude by once again thanking Next Impact Generation for their support. Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.
Let's call the leader of the Impact Next Generation to come and give us a word. Thank you so much. Let's start.
So, first of all, I want to say good morning to everybody. Your Excellencies, dignitaries, chiefs of Adda Junior, the elders, the teachers, head teacher, and then the people of the Adda community. My colleagues and I, we are delighted to be here today, and it's about our third time that we've come to the northern part of Ghana, and whenever we come, we are received warmly, and we are welcomed to your community. So we are very happy to be here. For those who are here, I'll just briefly introduce myself. I'm Dr. Navrongo. I'm a banker by profession, and I head Impact Next Gen. It's a non-profit UK charity, and our focus is to advance education in rural Ghana. And the organization was formed in 2019, and from 2019 to date, so far we've been able to work on about 6 projects in about 6 schools, where we donated furniture. Some places we've donated laptops, and other places we've donated sports kit, all depending on their requirements. My colleague here, Mr. Makata Hatsin, he is into farming in a very big way. Also, he's an investor into real estate, and he runs medical waste consultancy and business in the US. So he shuffles his time between Ghana and the US. He's very passionate about education, so he's been supporting the charity right from the onset, and he donates handsomely to the charity. And it's the reason why today you're able to see the guests here. Also, my sister, Dr. Melanie Boafurinchi, she is a medical doctor, specialist in cancer medicine. She's a trustee on the charity, and also she donates as well. And she's also involved in other bits of charity work in the UK. So we're all very, very happy and delighted to be here today. The question now people will be asking is, how did all this happen in terms of coming to the Adda junior community? So far, I think our past work that we did some charity work at Calview. Calview is where we started off with. Calview. And then Calview Buguru, Gwena Primary, Ayijatam, yeah. So I received a message out of the blue from the head teacher. And I'm looking at the message and thinking, I don't know this person. Who is it? How did he get my contact? So I kept asking, where did you get my number from? Because you get a strange message on your phone and you wonder where it is. And he didn't respond. And I kept pressing. And then later on he said, oh, he got my number from one of the head teachers of the schools because of some of the projects that we worked on. So I said to him, okay, what are your needs? And he sent me a wish list, and then I got Mr. Ibrahim, who is our contact in the area, to visit him and also verify that those are his needs. So we got the information, and I said to him that we've got a whole list of schools wanting furniture. They need a lot of stuff. So we'll do our very best to meet your requirements. So by God's grace, what we've done is our donors have donated, and today we are here to present to you this furniture. One thing I'd like to say is with Impact Next Gen, we are focusing mainly on education. We believe in education because the three of us, we are fortunate enough to be educated. Education is keep us where we are. Education is not only about being educated. You have to be able to apply it. And what we are trying to do is try and give back to the community that we got educated, because we all got educated in Ghana before we went abroad. So we are also trying to give back, and also we are trying to empower the kids, because they are the future, they are the next generation. And what we want them to take from this is, when they leave their communities, they go to higher college, graduate, wherever they go, working in big jobs, to always come back to their communities and try and contribute in their communities, and also try and lift those in their communities. Very, very essential, very, very important. So that's the message, we are trying to hand over to this youth. So it's nice to be here. I want to thank all the donors who've donated. So we have a few names there. There's Harriet Petifa. She's from she's schooled in Pansiman. She donated. We have my sister. Obviously, she's from Achimota School. There's myself. There's Mr. Kobna Hudson from Achimota School. There's one who put down so many. Don't know who he's from. He's somebody who just donated because he saw our profile on social media. There's one Selma Awumbila as well. I don't know who he is. Virginia Latte, she's a product of Achimota School and she believes in what we're doing, so she donated. And Dr. Adwa Dufu, she also donated as well. So I want to say a big thank you to them and a big thank you to the two donors here for their support. Also, what's also important as well is our donors are here. Normally, in the previous donations that we've done, it's only myself, my sister, because she's a trustee. Today, our donor donated to most of our projects is here to see what we do when we come to this community. Very, very important. It's also been to the other school where we donated some furniture a year ago. So you can see the desks there, all labeled the same. So it's not just giving some money and spend it. Yeah. So it's very important for the donors as well to come to this community. So when he goes back, he also spreads the word about the work that we do. So yeah, it's important that he's here to see the type of work that we're doing. Also, I'd like to thank Mr. Ibrahim. I think Mr. Ibrahim, where's in the car? Yeah. Mr. Ibrahim, we formed a partnership with him in 2019. And since 2019, he's the one who's been supplying the furniture. And normally, when you're trying to do this type of projects, the question is, can you find someone reliable, trustworthy, and transparent to work with? We have been very fortunate to have found him, and he's been working out with us all this time. So I want to say a big thank you to him as well. So there's one thing I just want to leave with the youth here. There's a quote by Nelson Mandela which says that education is a very, very powerful tool that can be used to change the world. So I'm hoping that today, with what we are doing, that's going to have an impact on you guys to strive for bigger things. And wherever you go in your walks of life, you'll come back to your communities and try and help your communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me here. Thank you for welcoming us. We've had a very, very memorable past 2 days here. This is actually, I'm 55 years old and I was born in Cape Coast. No, sorry, I was born in Accra, but my parents are from Cape Coast. And the first time I came to this part of Ghana was when I was 40 years old. So it took me 40 years old to see this part of our beautiful country. So this is my third time back and I'm very, very honored to be back again. I like the hospitality when I come here. And I'm very, very passionate about giving back to the community, about giving back to Ghana, because it was Ghana who made me. Being a little bit careless and not thinking about the consequences of our actions. So when we drink bottled water or when we eat when we go and buy anything in plastic, we just drop it wherever and we think that it will magically disappear. Guess what? When it rains, where does it end up? It ends up polluting the rivers, and then our animals eat it, it goes into their intestines, it chokes them, it dies, it pollutes our waterways, and then it chokes our gutters. When it rains, it affects us all. So my passion is for all of us to be stewards of the environment also and take care
of this beautiful country that the Lord has left us. So thank you again for inviting me here, and I hope to see you guys again. Thank you.
Chairperson of this special occasion, overlord of the Navrongo traditional area, impact next generation team, the SMC and parents of this school, the CS of this school, head teachers, and then staff and children of this school. I'm very pleased to represent the Municipal Director of Education of this municipality in this special occasion. I listened to Impact Next Generation chairperson or the president and the member, the donor, and in fact, I nearly shed tears. For someone who has nothing, the profession is banking, or investment in banking, a farmer, business person, and that person or those people are come up north to impact or give back to society. I would say, God bless you. As I represent the municipal director, she's somewhere in Bolgatanga to take up an activity that has already been planned. Otherwise, she will be here herself. As you all know, I look at impact, and I know very well that you have chosen a word, and this word that you have chosen to be the name of your NGO, you are actually doing what it stands for. Because this is what we are looking up to. This is what we are seeing. The children that are here today, they are not the only ones that will use this type of furniture. Because after after they have passed through the 3 years, this type of furniture will still be in use in the school here. And we know that this type of values, we all know that these trees that are here, it is not these children who have planted them. But today, we are all here enjoying the shade of the trees. It means that someone has planted and some people are enjoying, and it continues all over. And so we know very well that the children that will come after these ones will sit down and they will learn something better out of it. Given this furniture, it is not for them to come and sleep on them. It is to us, all stakeholders in this school, to know very well that as they sit on the furniture to learn, they're not going to learn how to write and read alone, but things that will bring them up to also come over to give up to society. The staff here are listening very well. And you came up with words that will encourage each and everyone here to come up to help these little ones, not only here, but everywhere in Navrongo. As I sat down and look at the face of our parents here, it is of great joy that someone will come. The person is not from this community. The person is not from up north here, but they are here to help people to also learn how to give back to society when they grow up. Now to the students. She stressed, when he came out to speak, he stressed on you learning very well. And when your headmaster came up, he said that some members of this community, some members from this land, passed through this school, and some are professors, some are doctors, some are somewhere helping others to grow. They were not sleeping. They were not sleeping. They didn't just come to look at a beautiful furniture, sit on the furniture, and then come out with a successful. They did hard work. They learned very well. The teachers gave to them, and they also took up the learning, and they became professors. So I'm challenging you today. Don't let this be a waste. Don't let this be thrown away for people to use them as scraps. Make good use of this. Sit on the furniture and learn better. Learn better values. Learn to have integrity. Like Mr. Ibrahim he mentioned, that they were looking for someone that they would trust, that have integrity, that can push them ahead to give back to society, and they will be far away. And so let's have people like that coming up from you, and the world will continue to grow better. Someone is a farmer doing better farming and helping back the society. When you come up, the teachers will teach science, agriculture, and everything about it. Everyone wants to take up general arts when it comes to taking up career. Let's move and take up things that will better us, career that will push us ahead, what we can do, skills we can learn, that in future we will know very well that this polythene that I have dropped will go a long way to destroy the crops that we are producing. That someone somewhere will not come around to tell you that what you are doing will destroy you in future. So I'm so grateful to represent the director and to act that since 1964, a school that have not seen any renovation, that it will be a challenge not only to someone who will come from somewhere, but a challenge to us parents, a challenge to the SMC, a challenge to the staff of this school, that when a window is breaking down, when a window is coming down, when a nail is removing, you don't sit down for someone to come and tell you that this nail is actually coming down. You don't come down to say that the chief of Navrongo will come round to say that the nail of this furniture is removing, and for that matter, let us put it back. You don't sit down for the CES who will go round the schools, and in 10 days' time that he will reach your school to come and tell you that pick this rubber from the ground. And so as the municipal director, representing the municipal director of this school, I would say that let's put ourselves together. Let all the stakeholders in this school put ourselves together and come up so that the impact next generation will not put their head in shame. I say thank you. May you continue. You started somewhere in a different district. Calvio, Benia, and all that is in a different district. You are back to this place. You are into this place through someone. I'll say bravo to the headmaster. Because if you sit down to say, I am the headmaster of this school, or for that matter, you put on your tie and you go around the classes like this, oh, that is what you are doing, you wouldn't have seen this. Students, listen. Your headmaster didn't just sit in the office to vet lesson notes, but he came up and opens his eyes to look up to something, and today we are enjoying it. Thank you very much. God bless you. May you continue to do all this.
Better hand of applause. Yes. Thank you very much. Now he wants to thank next generation for coming to give such a wonderful support.
School into Uncle Nakui School.
That's his grandfather's school.
Great grandfather.
Great grandfather. School.
Oliver Twist. No, ask for more.
Yes.
Allah Lord say, but well on more furniture.
But he wants to beg and plead if you can support more.
Allah
More
computers. Computers.
Computers, we don't have even one.
Renovation.
The school has gone bad, and renovation we will be very grateful.
Textbooks.
The textbook, we don't have one. As I come to this school, I've never seen a textbook one to use and teach.
Football jerseys.
Football jersey, we have to cancel some matches because we don't have football jerseys. The fact of the matter is that you are here not for anything.
But
you are here to see your in-laws.
And can Fanti to married for 33 years.
The wife is from Fanti. She's a Fanti. You're married for 33 years.
So you've only come to help either your son or your contact.
Yes, you are here to help.
You are welcome. Yes. I can see the more time is here.
Yes.
More time is here. So I'm very grateful. Yes. But back to our school here.
Now to you, the students.
Teacher too, you know,
the teachers will do their best, but you refuse.
And that one, a question for me, why me is that OG? Question paper, you know, by more one is like OG now.
Have you ever seen any question paper that they write there? Have you ever seen Jack OG?
Ramsey Noah.
Ramsey Noah.
And I went out to me, I learned the films and I young studies.
Now you always concentrate on watching films and that of phones, leaving your studies.
Students do not perform, teacher to me.
If you do not perform, we are grumbling.
Teacher to now, I'm school never so no, teacher to me.
If a teacher teach you and you do not study yourself, please, you are not doing anything.
Parents were to school, but attack teachers too.
The parents who come to attack teachers nowadays is now over. We are a bit relieved now. They don't come again.
So, Kwane, how does that say?
Chief is pleading with the students that you should learn.
JHS Maura, Olana 8 once, Obasa Portavan Ghana.
I hope you can. Now, if you are able to get 8 subjects, 111, just walk straight to Chief and he'll give you what you need. Whatever you need. Yeah, so that it will question you and you go to secondary school. That is the end of his speech. He still wants to come back to you and say he's very grateful to your support. You wonder whether somebody down there will come back here and rather help us. When we are sitting with our kids, we can't do. That those who pass here, and then we mentioned that the Kofi Adda and those doctors, they all pass through here. That we should write to them too and tell them that we need some help. Meanwhile, one is dead, so we look for the other people. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Asem papa de mati ni say Yesu yoto ampa. Ejo na miye, oh yeah, ampa. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Asem papa de mati, oh yeah, oh yeah. Asem papa de mati. Yesu yodo ampa ejo nyamiye oye ampa oye 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 umaya kokase oye 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 because sorry not to do say oye ampa ejo nyamiye oye ampa oye 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 umaya kokase oye 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 because sorry not to do say oye ampa ejo nyamiye oye.
Mr. Chairman, all protocols duly observed. I am very grateful to be called upon to appreciate our donors. On behalf of the students, I say thank you to you all for your kind gesture towards the school. The school was in dire need of furniture among other needs, but for the kindness of Impact Next Generation has changed the story. We are very grateful to these God-sent, generous persons. Amwako Adda Hudson, Harriet Petifa, Dr. Ajua Dufu, Dr. Melinia Buafu Yerinche, Comfort Okran, Virginia Lante, Kweku Danso Nenu, and Dr. Theophilus Buafu Yerinche. Adda Junior High says thank you. We pour our heartfelt gratitude to you all. We pray God's unfailing blessings upon you, your descendants, and your work. Thank you.
Martin say Yesu yodo oye oye aba oye 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 asam pepe bia Martin oyo oyo asam pepe bia Martin say Yesu yodo oye oye aba oye oye oyo
Other stakeholders like the PTA, SMC should also come together for us to support the school. You've heard from our donors. We want to assure them that this furniture will be put to good use, and as the saying goes, Oliver Trace will always ask for more. To our parents, to the teachers, I want to urge you, let's all support so that in future we can always leave a mark wherever we find ourselves, because there is a saying, there is time for everything. We will not be here forever, but when you leave a mark, you'll be able to say, when I was here, this is what I've done. So I want to plead that when we come to school, let's do our work. Let's try to support the young ones so that they will grow and be responsible citizens for all of us. On this note, I want to thank everybody for cooperating for me or cooperating with me so that this program will come to a successful end. I want to especially thank our overlord of the Navrongo traditional area, the impact donors, and all PTAs, parents who are here, as well as who are staff and what students. Thank you, and God bless all Langan. Thank you very much.
We thank each and everyone who make this gathering possible. First, we thank the Almighty God for giving us good weather. Though it was just exercising his franchise, but by our just little prayers, he has answered our prayer. We thank Almighty God for that. We thank the donors. We thank the noble few who make all things possible. Can't be in our midst. My first time was meeting him in a public like this. We thank you very much. Thank the education directorates, the head teachers from other primary, JSS, and other balloon schools, for all joining us.
Oh yeah, 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 because only the good you said they don't have no better by your door. Oh yeah, they don't have no yo. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.